Okay, so we are going to just talk. Deb's going to give us a rundown and we're going to ask any questions, answers, comments, whatever afterwards. Going to make this as succinct as possible so that you get a really good idea of what the basics are of this new comp plan and how you can find things in your back office to make it easy. And we'll do this step by step. And if we have to do another one, Deborah, maybe next week for another half an hour, much better to do it in small bits so that you can get a hold of what's been said today, and then we can do something else if necessary. Okay, so I'm going to pass it over to you, Deborah, because you can share and make this visual so that you can follow along and it doesn't all feel a little bit too overwhelming.
Okay, so the main reason why we're doing this, first of all, is to make it relevant for everybody. So, why would you be interested in this? Is the first question. So, we all want to get our patches paid for. We have that conversation all the time. Um, so, what's different about this new plan, which is a tool, it's a structure, is that you can um, open up opportunities to earn more through going up what's called ranks. So it's the expression is called up rank. So the more you up rank, the more access you have to different commissions. And the difference between last time and this time, there's two differences. One is that you can actually up rank just on your personal volume or your what you purchase, or a customer, so that's PV, or you can enroll people. So you could be a millionaire and spend a lot of money, and you could up rank. So that's a different one. And then the other thing is it's called structure. So before to become manager, you needed two on the left, two on the right. We're still building like a binary, so you still have to have two legs, one on the left, one on the right. So you have to build a balanced business, but it's all on volume. So those are the two things that are really different. What is exciting and relevant for us, it's called the business launch bonus for people that are already on board. There is a particular promotion called a relaunch bonus where you can earn up to $450 over 9 weeks. And we can talk a little bit more about that. So that's something really to highlight. But for new people, this is ongoing forever. That if you ever want to talk to anyone, they can earn up to $450 as a bit for the business launch bonus. So we've got a relaunch bonus for the people already enrolled, and like Sonny and all of you basically, and then the launch. So for most people, we're going to be looking at getting you to first star manager or second star manager. That's a really good goal. And I can tell you what that would look like, and individually as well. We could go into that potentially, and I'm happy. Well, Fiona would be happy once we've done a couple to look at everyone's individually, which is what I did with Sarah. And we looked at a couple of people. What would it be like? What could they do in order to get first star manager? They could either upgrade, or they could bring in one more person, something like that. So we can really get quite detailed with people, and we could do an example because it was helpful. Um, so we're going to look at the back office visual, because that's changed, and also talk about um, the other thing that's interesting for you guys is the new package called Advanced Plus. So if you just write down, there's three things that we always do: enroll, we upgrade, and we help up rank. So upgrade means we can either upgrade ourselves to, let's say you've bought in advanced. There's a smaller step now, which is Advanced Plus. So that's always a good one. So now to upgrade, to Advanced Plus, it costs you $440. I can tell you how all that works if you're interested. And that saves you $550 if you were buying at retail. And you could get for that 3 times X39 and 4 times Eon. That's a pretty good deal. So that's quite a focus to upgrade from Advanced to Advanced Plus. Anyone wanting to do that, work with Fiona, you could, for example, get 3 X39s and 4 Eons for that. So that upgrade would give you, in terms of points, 200 points. Just so you know, that's a bit of information that's helpful. And I'm going to do it visually now. And then up rank. So this is what we're talking about, up ranking. And the reason why is it relevant for you? Well, apart from the recognition, and leaderships, people sort of go, okay, well, she's a manager, so then I'd like to enroll with her because she knows what she's doing. It's to open up more different commissions, and ideally we want to get you to 3rd star manager at least, but we're going to talk at the moment about the 1st star and the 2nd star. Okay, so first of all, we'll look at just working out the advanced, how you work that out. There is an order form which Fiona can send you, or she can put in the chat. Let me just find it on the thing, and I can do a screen share. Yeah, can I do a screen share, Fiona? Yeah. So this is the new order form. And we've got, you can see there, you've got the Advanced and the Advanced Plus. So if you were up to upgrade, it's just the difference, and that's why it's 440. And it's also the difference in number of months. So the difference between 11 and 6 is 5. So you get 5 months exact, for example, of X39, or 4 months of X39, X49 compared with that. If you've got any questions with that, let me know later. But you can see there savings. If you're buying it at retail, it's 900. Or if you were going to buy that, it'd be 1650. So that's where my figures came from, this order form. So have a good study of that. Go through it with Fiona. But that's where we're talking about up ranking. And that's just something that I think is a good focus. So in terms of the back office, can you see that? Yeah? Thumbs up. Okay, so this is Fiona's back office. So what has changed is her paid rank tracker. That's that homepage. So what we can see is that she's a 2nd star manager, and that she's 50% to 3-star manager. And there's some circles here which are useful information. The first one is talking about her PV, that's personal volume. And probably you know that to be a manager, you need 110 PV. But let's just look at the back office for a minute. So she's actually got 330 because a customer bought, and therefore it went into her PV. So she has got PV of that. We can actually tell who the customer was. It was Sunny. She organized a customer in a different account by mistake, but anyway. So, and then we've got qualified downline volume, QDV it's called. So qualified downline volume. So she's got 3982 of volume. And to be a 2nd star manager, you can see very small there. It's a minimum of 2500 QDV. So she's well over there. And she can, if you click on that circle, you can basically see everybody's data for everybody. What is there? If you look at the top there, what is their downline volume and their qualifying downline volume, which side they're on, you can tell there. You can say what their paid rank is. So Ilya is a 1st star manager. That's because of her orders. And everyone else is active managers. So no one else has got at the moment got a rank, but you'll be looking at up ranking. So interesting information. And then you've got volume legs. So you need to be you've got 0 out of 1 legs at 1,000. You need 1,000 on one leg. And here you can see Mariana at the top. She just needs a little bit more, and then she'll reach 1,000. So you would want to work with Mariana. How could you get to 1,000? That would be the next question. Just to show you on the compensation plan, the success plan. Can you see that? Yeah? Thumbs up. Okay. So to be a first star manager, you need 750 qualified QDV, 750, and you need 110 PV. So that's either your own purchases or a customer. Useful to have a customer. And then second star is 1,500. So Fiona's well on the way to, she's got 3,000 something. So she's obviously second star manager. She's nearly third star manager. She just needs one person, one leg to be at 1,000. So Mariana is something like 800 and something. Once one person reaches 1,000, she's already got, total QDV of 3,000 something. So she's nearly there to get their 3-star manager. Why is it good to get 3-star manager? Because she starts to access a different bonus called binary bonus, but we don't need to go into that now because this isn't relevant for most people. We're just talking about 1-star and 2-star for the moment. So 1-star manager is 750 and 2-star manager is 1,500. And I'll just mention while I'm on this sheet, when we're talking about the bonuses to get, for these. So at the moment, for you guys who are all already in Fiona's team, there is a promotion on until the beginning of January, the relaunch bonus. And what you will get if you're a 1-star manager, sorry, I'm just looking at the right page, sorry. Oh, where is it?
I don't think it's on that document, is it?
Here it is.
Have you got it?
Can you see, read this? So you go on to page 13 and you can see the business launch bonus. So additional earning opportunity. So for a new brand partner, for 9 weeks, you can earn at 1-star manager $25. And if you're 2nd-star a week, and if you're 2nd-star manager $50 a week. And that your paid rank will vary according to your volume each week. So if you don't reach it 1 week, you don't get paid on that week. But potentially you could be paid if you are 2nd-star manager for 9 weeks, you would get $450. So that's quite nice. That's an incentive, isn't it, to work with people, including yourselves. It's all open to you until beginning of January to get that bonus. And Fiona, as the enroller, will get 50% of that as well, or you as an enroller will get 50% as a matching. It's called matching bonus. So the 2 focuses I would say is the business launch bonus and also to upgrade people from advanced to advanced plus. That's what I would say. So going back to the back office, we can just have a look, how would you do this? So, the people on the call, let's look at Jackie's the first person. So she's got 418 points at the moment. And to get her up to 1-star manager at 700 points.
750, isn't it?
750.
750.
Yeah. So we go back here. 750 points. It's a success pathways is what we're talking about. 750.
Yeah.
What's the difference? What does she need? The difference between 750 and 418, what's that?
So 6, 7, it's 320 odd.
Okay. So let's say, I don't know, Jackie is advanced. She could, for example, upgrade to advanced plus, that's 200 points. So then she's just got to get 100, another 110, 120. Well, she might need to reorder anyway. So that, well, you probably wouldn't want to do that, reorder and get on. No, so that's, so she might want to upgrade this in many different ways. But if you upgraded, that would give you a chunk. Or you could bring someone on and you get that extra bonus. But also, let me just show you on the order form what people get. So if you were going to introduce somebody, hold on, what we're looking at, the 2-page hot sheet, where is that now? Here we are. Right, so this is the new compensation plan, 2-page hot sheet, and it's got 9 ways to earn, and we're not going to go through it all today, because that's all in the resources in the back office. And if you look at the newsletter, there's loads of things that you can have a look at in there, and there's training in Quantum Leap Group, etc. But just to look at the first one, the product introductory bonus, basically, I mean, these bonuses are nothing compared with the volume, the bonuses you get through volume, because it's all volume. But if you're going to sell a package, if you look at BV, that's business volume, and that is what you would get. So you could, if Jackie wanted the 300 BV, she could just sell one advanced, as an example, or just, and then order something, and she'd get up to first store manager. It's that. So that's kind of how you work it out. Can you see all that BV, and then advanced plus is 500 BV. That's business volume. And then for premium, you get 775 BV, of which that's you don't get it all in one go. You get it in 3 increments. If you can just see here, just below those blue boxes, that line, it says 2 months you get 110 PV active status. You get active status, but it goes in. The first month you get 550 BV, the second month is 110, the third month is 110. So I always start with, I say to people, how old are they? Most people are over 40. We patch for 1 month for every 10 years. So really, you want to be, if you can, start at advanced, because then you get more for your buck. You have the savings. So we go back to the order form. What the savings on advanced, well, you're going to save at retail, that's the difference between 900 and 535, but there's always going to be wholesale savings, even with the packages, of more, and therefore, if you're going to go up to the, sorry, where is it? That one. So I just mentioned, start at advanced, 4 times X39 and 4 times Eon. You just start with that, make it really simple, and then introduce the patches of other patches after that, and on a more of a consultation. And then, obviously the premium is good for families or businesses, or if people really do have the credit or the money, because you get 43% savings on that. But that is the journey that you want to be upgrading people. And then if people are uncomfortable with that in the beginning, then you mention the core. And even there is a starter pack where you can just join as a member for $25 plus the VAT, and then you just order 1 sleeve and just do 1 sleeve at a time. That's perfectly fine as well. But I just basically just always just start and say, look, this is the best way to start. How old are you? Okay, so this is what you need. 4 times X39, 4 times Ian. Make it really simple for people at the beginning, to stop any overwhelm. So people, it's up to you, and Fiona can help you with all that. But that's how you would get those points. And we can talk about that again. So this is the structure of how you would do it. But it's all about doing the networking, having the fun, building the trust, building the relationships, getting them on the calls. If you can't get them on the calls, how do we do it? Get them on calls with Fiona or whatever. That is what we really want to be doing. But this is, this call today is about the game, the structure to do it. And it's quite helpful. Some people like it, like it's quite helpful for Jackie now to know that she doesn't need to sell an advance pack, and then she can become a first-star manager. And why is that interesting? Well, because she could then get $25 a week, and it opens up other bonuses that we're not going to go through today as well. So yeah, and then you can work with Fiona and look at your own individual one. What would it need? What would you need? And really what you want to be working towards is 3-star manager by the end of the year. And anyone that starts to get the bug can go further. Director is what the training was about last night. 1-star director. That's when it starts to get interesting. But one step at a time, and everyone's different. So I hope that's helpful. It's past, and then we're going to questions. Are we going to still record?
Yes, why don't we just record very quickly if we've got a few questions. Georgia, do you want to
Yeah,
go?
I've got a couple of questions. Hi,
Sure.
Deborah. So
Hello.
I recently lost all my PVs and BVs, which is a great shame, the no reminder system. But I think what I'm confused about is when somebody buys a 3 months maintenance pack, then it means that for 3 months they don't have to order. But
Yeah.
that hasn't happened. And so last month, October, I think it was late September, they ordered a 3 months pack, maintenance pack, and I lost all my PBs and BVs, and I can't remember these abbreviations, excuse me.
Sure.
So now I'm back to 0. Well, I just ordered for myself some. But
Yeah.
when somebody
Okay.
orders a 3 months maintenance pack, it should be enough for 3 months.
Yes, it is. There's 2 questions.
And why do I lose all my numbers?
I'm going to answer your question. There's 2 questions you've got there.
Yes.
One question is about why you lost your PV. So your PV is either your own order or a customer order. So it's not a brand partner, it's a customer. Brand partners only have maintenance packs.
Mm.
You can't have a maintenance pack as a customer. So you lost your points because of your PV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
that's number 1. And number 2 is in terms of the maintenance packs, they will have got those things on a monthly basis.
Mhm.
And now with the enhanced back office, and it's still being improved. There's still some glitches they need to sort out, but you can tell where people are at with their trickles. So that's helpful. Fiona and I looked at that last night. So yesterday. So
I think it would be good. Just go to that page, Deborah. Go on to
Yeah, that would help. That would help.
So we
Just
go
let's
to
listen
the back office. We go to the back office and we go
Yeah.
to team paid rank tracker, I believe.
just show it. Can you share again?
Yeah.
Share.
Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing.
Yeah, just so because then you can see the visual of.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
So there is a column here which says trickle. No, it's not on this one. I think it's on orders.
Okay,
Hold on.
just before you go there, just so what Deborah's done is she's gone into organization, and you can see the drop down column, enroll a team report. So if you want to see who you've got underneath you, you do organization, go down to the 3rd one there, enroll a team report, and you will get this. They are going to change. They've taken away a couple of things which I think they're going to bring back, aren't they, Deborah?
Okay.
Great.
Needs to
Okay.
be.
So let me just answer the question, order details, and then we can go on to that if you want, Fiona, but I want to answer the questions. Here we are, trickle. So you go to download order report, and you go to this column here, and it's called remaining trickles, and you could filter here, and you could just go on to, so all these people who've got naught trickles left. So that's it, their lot. So for example, Tony, she's now trickled, so she'll need to order next month. That's quite interesting. So have a look at the orders. We're just gonna have to keep on top of it. For the trickles. Like 2. So that person there, she's still got 2 months left of trickles.
So those numbers represent months.
Yeah.
Thank you.
While we're on the subject, it is useful to, as Fiona said, look at the enroller team report. Because there you can see a snapshot of your organisation and who needs to reorder and when. I go into it every Monday morning, and I have a little post-it next to me who's personally, I like to keep an eye on people. I don't want to spoon feed people, and I try and empower people when I can, but I do watch people's back, and occasionally you might forget. Of course, you can set up subscriptions so you won't forget. So that's one way to feel more comfortable. But if people, want to have choices at the end of the month, in terms of upgrading or something, then I just keep an eye on all my people, and it just takes a couple of minutes on a Monday morning because this is updated, and you can see the status. So that the tick means people are active. The orange means that they need to order next week by the end of Sunday. So Sunday, for example, will need to order by the end of Sunday or upgrade or something. If she wants to do the business and remain active, if she's got enough product already, then it's either people want more product, because they're excited about starting trying new patches, or if they're interested in getting some commissions and being qualified for commissions, then they would need to, we're talking the first star manager, that's 110 PV that they would need to purchase to keep their points PV. Now the crosses are either they're inactive or they're inactive until, so on the very last week. So for example, with Sonny, if it was next week and she was still not ordering, which is fine, she might want to order on let's say Friday by 4 o'clock, I definitely say, before the customer service closes. She decides to order on the Thursday. So on the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, she may have a cross. So you might go, oh my God, that person's gone inactive. Well, not necessarily. So you would then want to go into her orders and just check what her order was. So you go into the squares here, and you can see when her last order was. You go into the order and you can see the date of her last order. I know that she ordered something else, but the 15th of October, you can see what there. So you can work out, okay, so that's what is going on for her. She's okay. She's still active. She just needs to order this week, because it's still like that. So I just keep a tally of it. I've got a post-it of what's happening for my organisation for the following week. And then that takes 2 minutes of my week.
Good system. Thank you.
Yeah, it's daily method of operation, time blocking, seeing what you need to do. Any other questions?
Deborah, while you're on that page, just go into profile so people can actually see where you can see your points and what else is going on.
Oh yeah.
So if you go to my profile,
yeah.
So this is the easiest way to see, girls. If you go up to obviously where my name is and click on settings.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done it like that.
There's
But
different ways of doing it, but
yeah,
this
that's
is an
okay.
easy
So the
way
best way to do it is here. So you go to view more volumes, and so you click there, and there you can see your rank. You will see the career title. Don't ask me about it at the moment, but they're just updating everything. But that will be, once you reach a certain rank, that will be your rank, your career title. They haven't updated it yet. And then you see what you've already seen. We've talked about it. You can also see what you would need to become 3rd star director, so we've just manager. So Fiona is nearly there. You can see there that she just needs a few more points up to 5,000, and she just needs 2 people at 1,000. That's what she needs to become 3-star manager. But anyway, if you scroll back, if we go back to answer the question, view more volume details. So we're going to go there. And this is her profile. This is what she's asking. And you go to general. So before we go into next rank, if you go to general there, here, this is, if you go scroll down, you go to volumes, and this is interesting. So she's active. Her next order needs to be the 30th of November, because she's got enough points that are because of her customer order. She's got total of downline volume of 3881. It's just a different way. She already knows that. She's got total personal volume of 198. So she's personally enrolled 34 people. 200 in her binary. That's not so relevant. It's just, people I've brought on and after her. And yeah, that's her total team number. She's got 116 in her organization. So she brought on 34 people, and then other people brought on other people. So in total, she's got 116. That's quite interesting. Was that answering your question, Fiona?
Yeah, but I think also you can go up to where my name is. If you want to do it another way, girls, you can literally go into your name at the top of the front page, and then you go to
view profile.
yeah, and then you can just go straight down from that way. So that's another way to get into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else got any other questions? Does that make it clear so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be about thinking about your goals and what you want in life. Everyone wants their patches paid for, at least. Everyone wants a little bit of money. And it's actually quite easy, it's an easy thing, isn't it? You've got in your head, okay, advance one person, then I get this, and then I get that. That's basically, it's a nice way of doing it. Other people just go, I don't care about this. I just want to go and tell the world, and it just all works itself out. And Fiona can tell you about the binary balancing. And, not everyone's got an appetite for it. The main thing is that you're excited and you want to share it out and be an expert at that. And we can help you with the rest. But, so don't get too uptight about this bit. But it's, that is how we work it. I'm in the leadership team, so I'm hearing firsthand about all the things that are coming up, how we're working with corporate to make sure everything is running smoothly. So I'm quite in touch. I'm pretty much on top of it as much as I can be, and Fiona is pretty up to speed as well now. I think it's mainly for us to work with individuals and just to get the word out to people.
Yeah. I'll stop the recording there. If anyone else has got any questions, then shoot them over, put them in the group, or
Yeah.
me.
Can I ask you, sorry, just a quick.
Yeah, go on.
Did you mention, Deborah, that there was now a portal, i.e., are they using Now Site or something like that, an AI tool, which
Yeah.
is that now something you as an individual have to pay for and have a yearly subscription, or is that part of the business?
Okay, so you've picked up on the word AI. There was a promotion a while ago for a completely separate tool about ChatGPT and AI, and also another one about creating a link where you could get some kind of tailored presentation. So we're not talking about that today, but what is corporate offering is we have now got a new way to go out on social media compliantly. It is it's called Start Now, and it's advertised on the top here somewhere. Let me find here, this one.
Hold on,
So
I can see.
Grow Now, and it's Grow Your Business Now with a
You're
new
not screen
app.
sharing.
About your meridians. Now, if you
So you go to get it now, and then you can go and explore it.
Sorry,
can't
but
see anything, Deborah, you're not sharing anything.
where am I looking at?
Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing.
Resources, did you say?
No, I'll do the screen share.
Yeah.
Right. So you go onto the homepage.
Yeah.
On the top, you see all these things here. That's about the relaunch bonus I've been talking about.
Okay.
So you just click on here. That's about the compensation plan. Learn more. You could do that. You can also find that in resources, loads of videos about.
Okay, get it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me tell you, because I haven't answered this question before. More customers, less guesswork. It's quite Lifewave orientated, so you wouldn't want to change some of the things, but it can automatically do create social media posts for you, and then you can make it your own, you know, so it suggests things.
Okay, so it's a paid,
now
you have to pay
It
for
is paid, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think it's about, I don't know, but I remember thinking it might be about $7 or something a month. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is this? $9. $9 a month. So you grow your social media with that. You generate unlimited leads and turn leads into customers. And this one is more, yeah, I wouldn't think about that at the moment
Yeah.
because we've got something else for that, which is the AI thing, but that's for another conversation, I think. But yeah, you know, that's another way. You know, it's all about numbers at the end of the day, and social media is good, and this is exciting because it's compliant. And because it's definitely worth somebody exploring it in the team. Yeah, and just share out, you know, how you find it, because that's all about enrolling. So it's enroll, upgrade, and up rank. That's what we're doing, and just using the tools of Lifewave and anything else that we can do.
I'll stop the sharing now. The pause, the recording. So, any questions? Come back to us, okay?